Well, let's see. We're live now. That's great. We're 8 seconds into the program, and we're sitting here on a cliff over Dubrovnik in Croatia, on the Adriatic Sea, and we haven't got any people yet. But it's 10 minutes before showtime, so I'm just going to hang out here for a little while. It's comfortable, nice bench. Got my sunglasses too. It's a bit cloudy right now, but at any moment you expect to see some sunshine. Sitting here staring at the head count. Still zero. Why don't I damn. I turn the camera around. Oh, thank goodness. Getting pretty worried there for a minute. I'll leave it at that. All right, we're going to save the video. That's good. I think we're going to start in about 8 minutes. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm afraid to touch the phone again to find out what time it is. Oops, don't yank on the cord. Oh my goodness, we have one viewer. This is great. Hang on, let me turn this thing around. Say hello. That's the Adriatic Sea, by the way. Just a second here. Oh, there we go. I got two pairs of sunglasses on. Well, two pairs of glasses on. I got to be able to read any questions that you may have. And of course, it's Dubrovnik, so the sun could pop out any minute right now. So that's good. Hey, Nancy, hi. How are you? Nice to hear it. Catherine, hello. Wow, this is terrific. I've got two people here now. Welcome to Dubrovnik. It's my first time here. I don't know if you've ever been here before, but it is spectacular. I mean, really something else. I couldn't believe it. We've been here a few days now, and we were supposed to leave. We're supposed to leave today, but it didn't happen. So I was able to squeak in this tour, and I'm glad you came along. And I hope we get some more people. It's supposed to start on the hour. I think we're about 5 minutes away. But here, in the meantime, take a look at this. Ta-da! That's Lokrum Island out there, and there's a botanical garden out there, and there's some beaches and some caves and some all kinds of fun swimming stuff on the back side of the island. They take boats out there, like these boats here, and take the tourists out. A third person. Wow, never been. Heard good things. Well, it is fantastic. It really is, Nancy. And I was lucky that our boat's down at the marina, which is well, actually the marina's. Let me take these glasses off so I don't fall into the ocean down here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fall down there. It'd be a long haul. Let me get these glasses off. I'll just kind of show you the direction where our boat is before we get before we get started. All right, let's walk down here. And we're up the coast a ways, and a bunch of cactus plants. And as you can see, I'm right on the edge. I don't want to go too much farther out there. A little scary. Not big on heights. And here I am on the edge of the cliff over the Adriatic Sea. What a dope. Anyway, yeah. The marina that we're staying at is probably about 15 kilometers up the coast that way. I'm not going to go all the way down there, but you'll get a better look as we cross over the parking lot. Because I thought I'd start the tour over here. It's a little bit farther away than I wanted from Old Town, but I'll walk fast, and we'll get over there, and we'll get everything we can get in the half hour. It'll be terrific. Now I'll go sit over here again and wait a little longer, and put on the reading glasses in case there's any questions. Always got to carry 2 pairs of glasses. Here we go. Hey, you see this? Look, they've even got a little bench here for me to sit on while I'm waiting to get going. Pretty civilized. Okay, change the glasses. That's Fort Lawrence in front of us. Built that in 1080. So it's been around a while. Who else do we have? Oh, we got 4 people now. Nancy, stunning place to start. Yeah, thanks. I kind of thought about it. Where do I start? Do I start here? Do I start right in Old Town? All that stuff. Everybody, you can go on YouTube and find a million videos on Dubrovnik, but I don't see too many that start over here. So thought we'd do something different. And besides, we're going live. On the other side of this Fort Lawrence, by the way, it's got a Slavic name which I can't pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, it's hello, don't fall. Oh, hi, thanks. Now that I'm sitting down, and I can see your sign, your message. Thank you very much. No, I don't want to fall. I got pretty good shoes on. I'm ready to go. Serious walking shoes, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk right through Dubrovnik to the other side. We're going to go through the main gate over here in a little bit. Does anybody know if it is close to the top of the hour yet? Because I can't tell. Turn this around again. Yeah, there we go. I'm back. Yeah, this is a parking lot. On the back side of me, there's a park, and part of the University of Dubrovnik. So that's what's going on around here in this neighborhood. I figured, let me ask you this. How did you, 57 now. Oh, great. So 3 minutes, we'll get going. We've only got 3 people. We've already lost somebody. Oh my goodness. This isn't good. How did you find out about the tour? I've been trying to promote it, and I don't know that I did a very good job. That's why most of the tours that I've been trying to get off the ground have failed miserably. But this one's actually going. And I think that it's going to be saved on YouTube if for somebody who want to watch it at a later date. But it's I've had a lot of failures in them, because it's too bad too, because we've been to some very interesting places on the sailboat, and we got another sailboat now that we're taking from here, and part of the mystery will be going down the east coast of Africa with it. So lots of cool places to see and stop in on the way down there. That would be fun. It's the coast of Sudan. Nothing dangerous where we go, really. It's on the coast. Most of the real hardcore Civil War stuff is going on. Got your channel from Facebook and subscribed. Oh, great. Mike Lake. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Mike, look at this. We got it off the ground. Barely. I couldn't believe it. I was frantic right up until like an hour ago on the boat, and finally got enough to put together. I said, well, I gotta go. I gotta hop on the bus. I butt down there, and away we go. Anyway, I believe it is top of the hour, so we can now start the tour. Let me turn this around. Finger, I'll poke anybody in the eye. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do this again. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get started now. And as I can tell you, we're right on this cliff. And that is Fort Lawrence that goes back to 1080. It took them a while to build it, but they built it because they were kind of provoked by the Venetians who were wanting to build here. And they were really putting a lot of pressure on Dubrovnik, which at the time was called Ragusa. But look at this. Isn't this nice? Do a little cliff diving from up here, huh? Anyway, we got to get all the way, let me turn around, over to the other side of that wall. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk back down here. We're going to pass the university, which is over here on our left, go through the parking lot, go walk in front of that hotel, the Grand Hotel. We're going to take a look at the inlet on the other side of Fort Lawrence, and then we're going to go through the main gates. So we better get going. Follow me. I got my good shoes on for running. And from YouTube, oh great, okay, good. Beautiful views, oh great, yes they are. I mean, look at this one here. Just stick our nose through these trees for a second. I'm gonna reach out. You're out farther than me. How's it look down there? Scary? All right, let's keep on going. Yeah, I started over here. Well, you notice how we're the only ones here? But wait till we get inside the wall. Whoa, we're gonna look like everybody else walking around with a gimbal in their hand. But yeah, as I say, I was able to squeeze this tour in because we are waylaid by a day or two now on our departure. I'm going to find out more about that later on this afternoon, in fact. So since it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, run around for a little while, take a look at town. Oops, careful, dropping my glasses. I'm not kidding, I got those 2 pairs as you witnessed at the beginning. Damn it, there they go. Hang on, here we go. Get this back together. Whoa, sorry about that. But as this is, hey, how are you? Oh, go ahead. All right, you go ahead. I'll hop in the back. That'll get us down there faster. Roads are a little skinny around here, so we got to be careful. But let's hump it down here. We're going to go on to sort of the main drag. We're going to walk around the other side of those buildings, as I say, in front of the Grand Hotel, which is quite lovely. But over here on the left is university stuff. Oh yeah, this guy's got to back up. Oh, here we go. Excuse us, thank you. Okay, we got any more questions here? Because I'm not looking at them. I got the sunglasses on now. I'm gonna have to just put the readers on. But look at the buildings. And around here I've noticed too that everything, they're gorgeous and they're all green shuttered. I mean, they really, really are something else. Okay, more incoming traffic. Woo! Here we are. You dodge him. Yeah, it's going to take us about 5 minutes to walk to the gates. So I'll get a move on here. Any more questions? Beautiful views? Yeah, very much nice. Very, very beautiful views. Oh, look, we're going to take this shortcut down here. We're going to go past this little restaurant. It'll save us a bit of time. It's like a nice place. We don't have time for a bite just yet, so we'll do that later on. Right now, we're on the move. We're on the fly. We're on tour. Okay, this is the road that I came in on the bus. And this road will take you back down to the town of Gruz, G-R-U-Z. And there goes the bus now, up there. And I'm going to catch that later on, because it'll go to Gruz, which is the halfway point between that and Comolac. And Comolac is where our marina is located. And we switched boats, and now we got another one we're organizing to get going. Guys are over working on the generator right now. Got to make sure everything's working fine, especially our freezer. We can stock it full of food. It's going to be gone for a while. This is not the greatest gimbal in the world, is it? I feel like I'm not even using a gimbal. Okay, I think we lost somebody, but that's all right. Could have been Mike. I think he was at work anyway. There we go. We've got great gardens here, and the buildings are fantastic. Everything's made of stone. I haven't seen a wooden building since I got here, anywhere in Croatia. Not in our town, not in Gruz, not here. Everything's made of stone. It's just marvelous. Yeah, there's my bus up there now. Here we go. Now, Dubrovnik, as far as as far back as I went on, looking into it, like the 7th century, when some settlers came here, they were being persecuted in their own homeland, so they came and they settled here. And then after a few years, others came and they started to develop this place. But it was around 1205 that it really started to take shape as it is today. Let me go over this way. Yeah, it's starting to get a few more people here, as you can see. Nice weather. What's the temperature? It's about 20. It's not bad. I mean, this girl here, she's in shorts and stuff. Let's stroll over here for a second. Oh, big crowd here. Okay, we're doing pretty good on time. Yeah, so 6:14 was apparently when the first refugees arrived. And but I don't know enough about that period. I know a little bit more about the medieval period. So we'll talk probably more about that. And the city was a city-state and a republic. And it was like that for, well, from the 14th century to the 19th century. Now, down here, some of you, I don't know if you've ever heard of Game of Thrones. It was a series, a television show, very, very popular. And they did a lot of filming here, And down here is apparently, that wharf down there was a big scene when somebody was leaving. And they ended up filming here for, like, I don't know, 9 seasons, something like that. But wait till you get inside, because if you're going to film something in and your setting is medieval, wait till you check this place out. It makes sense to be filming inside the walls, because it's quite incredible. And if you have seen that series, you may recognize some of the scenes, because we're just going to blow right through them all and you'll see. The other day I walked around the walls, which is longer, more than 2 kilometer stroll. It was quite nice, quite enlightening, and I highly recommend it. But we don't have time for that today, so we're going to just do the short buzz through here. This is the main gates, drawbridge. And something about this drawbridge which is kind of interesting is the gates are closed at night, that sort of thing, and the door, they shut that. But the rector, who's sort of the prime minister, mayor, but since it's a city-state, it'd be like the prime minister. He'd be the guy every morning charged with coming here to open the gate. He opened it every morning. And look at all the stones. You see, wow, how did they get all of these stones? Well, if you were to come in to the city, you couldn't come in unless you brought a stone. So everybody came in and brought a stone. And over time, all these stones arrived. Isn't that something else? Yeah, be careful going down the stairs so I don't do a header. That wouldn't be good. I still only get 4 people. Wow. I got to learn how to promote this better. There's a lot of people from cruise ships that are here today. And once we get in here, well, as I understand it, this is the most saturated tourism location in Europe. Over here, the old fountain. See this fountain right here? It's got 16 sides on it, so it's got 16 spigots on it. And it goes back to the 14th century where they contracted a couple of Italian architects to design and build it. Apparently, it was not easy to do, but they pulled it off. And people drink out of it, fill your water bottles out of it. It's all good cold water. And it's 16 sides, like I say. So, you know, the whole village could be over here filling buckets up to the house. Let's take a quick peek around this little square here. Yeah, it is interesting. It really is. And right over here is an old, very old church. And the funny thing about this church, now there was an earthquake in 1667, devastated the place, killed half the population, crumbled most of the buildings. So everything before then was sort of a Gothic style. Now it's more of a Baroque style. The ones that survived are still in the Gothic style. But this church was built because this was sort of an earthquake zone way, way, way back, before 1667. And they built this church so that they could, you know, pray for no earthquakes. And when the earthquake came, it's the only one that stood left. Kind of an interesting story. And this is the big monastery. And inside that monastery, by the way, is the pharmacy that goes back to 1317. And that makes it the third longest running pharmacy in the world. I had no idea, but there you go. So we're walking down the main drag right now, Plaka, or Strölum, as they call it. But Dubrovnik, I found out the other day from walking around on my own, was that this is like the trough of the valley down here where we're at right now. And on either side, it gets you go up. Like this place is crawling with staircases and lovely little alleyways. It's a grid, you know, you can find your way around quite easily. But like, look at this, you know, look at the staircase up there. So, you know, if you want to get up to that tower over there, I mean, you know, you got to do a lot of humping to get up there. And if you live up there, well, every time you come down here for something and you got to go back up, it's like, oh, gee, I forgot to get the eggs. And you're back down here again. Everybody was fit, I'm sure. Little bakery there. Too bad I don't have a smelling program on this because it smells fabulous. So, yeah, look at how many people are here. You know, these are all tourists. So are we. I mean, you know. We're going to follow a tourist show here. But again, a lot of the buildings, there was the earthquake at 1667, but then a lot of devastation happened just recently as well, just in December 6th of 1991. The Serbs started lobbing bombs on this place, and they destroyed much of this town. And it was unfortunate because in 1979, this was declared a UNESCO heritage site, and they bombed the hell out of it. A lot of it's been restored now and put back together, which is lovely. They did a great job. You know, just a typical, you know, street. They're all over the place. You know, walk down this street just for the hell of it. Just because it's different from the main drag. Yeah, here we go. Right now. Okay, are you still with me? My phone just said storage was dead. I hope the tour continues. But yeah, this is just a typical side street here. And the concrete, or the blocks, it's all limestone. The whole place is limestone, and it's really, really nice. And we have all kinds of little restaurants around here, like that one there. There's people out for a drink. Check, oh look, there's an Irish pub. Who'd have figured? And let's carry on up here. Okay. You know, I'm surprised we still just only have 3 people with us. I really got to do something about that, because we're going to be going to see some very interesting places with the boat when we leave here. It's going to take us a couple weeks to get to the next stop, but I really got to, shape up and get these tours better organized, better promoted, and get the URL out, because that was a problem for me the other day too. Now let's go through here, and this big church here is Church of St. Blaise. St. Blaise, he's the patron saint. He's the patron saint of Dubrovnik. And the reason why he's the patron saint, because back in, I think it was 971, the Venetians were out, and they were nearby, and they were wanting to come in to get water and provisions. But Saint Blaise came to a monk in a vision and told him, don't let them in the walls. Don't let them inside, because they're here to invade and take over. So they locked the place up, and the Venetians weren't able to get in. And there you go. He became the savior of Dubrovnik. That's how he's known right now. I don't know if they have the postcard feature on this new platform, but if you'd like to take a picture of that, you can go right ahead. And over here is the Sponga building. It's the cultural center now, but at one time it was a good place where people would be able to go and get food and water. For some reason they collected water in there. I don't know all the details about that. Let's take a quick peek in this church if you'd like to. Here we go. I was at a church last night over in Komorak. Get my hat off here. Oh my. Bow my way out of there. Okay. How's the food? Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. Fresh seafood all over the place. Some dishes. Oh my, somebody's getting married. Wow, congratulations. Oh my. Or they got married and it's time for wedding photos in front of the chapel. Terrific. Well, congratulations. Okay, what do we got over here? That building, you can see they're still trying to repair a lot of this stuff from the bombardment that took place. Like for instance, I saw a map of what got blown up, and a lot of stuff got blown up. And if you look at that building way over there, you can see there's two different color terracotta tiles on the roof. The older brown is the original, and then the red is the new. So and you can see that all over town, especially from up on top. It looks like a bit of a quilt, the orange-brown thing. You know which ones got bombed, like heavily. Here's the church again. Little trough. A couple of dogs having a few laughs in the middle of the street. Hey guys, how you doing? Nice day, isn't it? That's a good bunch of guys. And this was a big square. This is the rector palace right here. And so this is where the prime minister or the rector, the head man, would live, reside. It served a lot of different purposes, but basically that's where it was. And get this, here's the funny thing, and I didn't realize this. But the rector, he's appointed for a term of 1 month. That's it. After that, he's gone. And the reason why they do this is to cut out corruption. The guy's only got a month to be in. He's not allowed to leave the palace while he's here. So no family, no friends, no influences whatsoever. And he's just here to administer. And again, he would be the guy that has the key to open up the gate first thing in the morning. Let people in with a big stone. Yeah, look at that door knocker, huh? Wow, that's impressive. Oh, come on in. All right, let's go back out here. And we'll work our way down to the marina. That would be nice. I think you'd like that. Everybody having a good time? Nobody getting tired out? And here's another little interesting square. Now that would take us right out. Now that one, I should have pointed it out before, but the original gate that we came through on the other side, it was ornate with a statue of a saint. This one isn't, and it was explained to me that the reason why is because they used to trade with the Ottoman Empire, and they'd trade through this gate because that's where the boats would come in. And we're gonna go. Let's go over there. Let's go out there now. What the heck? And that way, it was just for the respect to the Ottomans, that they wouldn't have any signs of Christianity hanging around the doorway. And that was that. Look at this place, huh? Look at these doors. Anyway, now we're coming out to the marina, and this was the harbor. This is where ships would come in and do all the trade, hundreds of years ago. Right here. Now they got a little cafe, a little restaurant. This is a little tour boat coming in right now. And they take people into the islands. Hey, you can go snorkeling, diving, swimming. Some of these are commercial, of course, like that guy right there. He's been out fishing, and he's providing the fresh fish for these guys right here. It's really quite something. Oh, and here's something else that I didn't know about, but it's relevant to us now in the modern age, especially since the pandemic hit. See the row of buildings right along there? Those were built in the 14th century. And that's where you went when you came here. They built those during the Black Plague and when it was devastating Europe. And that's where you were quarantined for 40 days when you came in here. You couldn't leave. That was it. And that's the reason why Dubrovnik was able to maintain trade and do so well during that period of time when the rest of Europe was struggling, because nobody was ever quarantining. These are the first people to ever introduce quarantining. I thought that was amazing in itself. Anyway, there we go. Let's see, how long have we been at this tour? Well. Our half hour's up. Does anybody want to leave? Should I walk around a little more? We got somebody new come in. Who do we have? Oh, that's Nancy. We got an L still. Okay, that's great. Well, the food is fantastic. Let me see somebody having a bite to eat, but let's just stroll over by this restaurant then. I think you'll like it. Here we go. Excuse me. Thank you. How you doing? How are you? And the people here are lovely. The whole experience of being in Croatia for me has just been amazing. People are fabulous. The food is fabulous. It's just, everything's been nice, and everything's made out of stone. It's a medieval town. I mean, you've got to come for yourself, because I'm just scratching the surface for you here with this little stroll around town, to be perfectly honest. Here we go. Guy coming in. This is great, eh? He pulls it right up to the bow here, and people just step right off the bow. Try not to hit their faces on the sidewalk when they come in. But that first guy's Superman. He'll have no problem. He'll get over that. It leaps and bounds. Here he comes. Here comes Superman. There we go. And Buddy will just hold it in neutral while people get off. It's not his first time driving that boat. And what are you folks eating? You shoved the camera right on his plate. Yeah, I'm sure they get a real kick out of that. Yeah, and so here's the port. That wharf over there looks like it's a little bit, a little lopsided. I think it's well past its warranty. But we can walk through here, and you can tell me when you want to wrap up, because I know I only scheduled it for half an hour, and I don't want you people to hang around on account of me. Here we are, some people having some lunch. They're already finished. Cheers restaurant, air conditioned. Very good. Ooh, having the fish, looks nice. Oh, I had an ice cream over there the other day. Gelato. It was delicious. Had the double chocolate. Oh, look at that. Let's just keep wandering around here for a second until I run out of steam, which won't happen. Oh yeah, okay, so we're back to the rector's, back to the original church. They're repairing this because that got blown up. Yeah, it was quite something. I didn't know much about it being a Canadian. I didn't pay too much attention. I was living abroad at the time. And the Croatian War was devastating. A lot of body counts and blown up properties and displaced people. It was a horror show. It really wasn't fun at all. Battery low. That's okay. Let me see. Check our customs here. I'm wandering around and not really want to go there now. Nice tour. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed it and all, because it really is. And as I say, I'm just scratching the top of this because it just goes on and on and on. And this is actually surprisingly quiet today. What is it, Friday? It's a Friday. It's Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But tonight, this place will really get going with, you know, both locals and tourists. It'll go. And if we're not leaving tomorrow, I might have to. Hello, how are you?
Very well.
Very good, very good. Stroll back here. Now, there's something I was wanting to show you that was quite interesting. And if I can catch it, if I'm on the right street here, I got a postcard in there the other day, mailed it. Now, has anybody ever seen this show, Game of Thrones? It's a lovely square here, by the way. Because if you have, thanks, has been great. I'm going to walk to the top of that staircase and we're going to wrap it up. How's that sound, everyone? And the reason why we're going to walk up the top of that staircase is because I have never seen this show, but it's called, like I say, the Game of Thrones. And there's this famous scene where some woman has to do the walk of shame. And if you've ever seen it, this is where she walks down. All the people are down here where we are right now. The ones that throw tomatoes at her and things like that. And right up there at the top, the rail, that's where they strip her and force her to walk down through the center of all the throngs of people. Talk about very embarrassing for the woman. So this is the staircase that she was forced to do her walk of shame. We'll do it in reverse with our clothes on. I don't see anybody launching vegetables at us, so we're doing well. And as I say, when we get to the top, we'll say goodbye until the next time. There will be a next time. I know it was a very small group, quite an intimate little group of us, but that's quite all right. I'm going to get up here on this landing, and this is where that lady stood. I don't know if she was the queen or what she was, but we're standing where she was, and they ripped her clothes off right here. And then she walked down that way. So I'll go up here, turn the camera around, say goodbye, wish you all a happy day. Oh, we're getting winded here. There we go. Here we are. That's St. Ignatius's church. I was in there the other day too. That's pretty old. It's a nice one. That's the tour from Dubrovnik. Thanks for coming along. Glad you're all able to join me. And let's do it again real soon. In the meantime, have a great day wherever you are. Well, I'll get the next tour up and organized a little sooner than this one. Hopefully. Bye-bye.